Let's wave. Praise God. I'm so excited to be here. I came a bit late, but I'm happy they sang after the preaching. Pastor Reverend Weru, it's good to see you. It is a great time. We have the Noret mission to Kui. Okay. I just finished first year in 1991, and we went to Kui, Keturwo, Barwesa. I was the first year, and I'm looking at, we've gone that circle again, and we are going back where we were. How many years ago is that? Yeah, that's 30 years ago. That was my first Noret mission. I remember when we were going house to house, we were paired, a brother and sister. So we were paired with a brother, I think he was called Barsulai, the late. So we found ourselves in a women's meeting. I can't remember the name of the church, but it was on a Saturday. It was all women together. They must have been around 500. I don't know whether they... And then I was asking myself, it was my first time to preach in a very big crowd. I prayed. God gave me some word in one of the letters of Paul. I preached for about an hour to women. But Brother Barsulai said, since it's a women meeting, I'll introduce you and sit. You preach. So he did that. I preached. And then when I made an altar call, I had a small notebook. So the ones who are going for the mission for the first time, please go with a notebook. So I did an altar call. The brother did the leading them in prayer. Then I decided, okay, let me write the names down so that when I go back, I go and keep praying for these people for the next 1 year before the next mission. So that's what I did. And I remember the names were about 120 who got born again. I prayed for them the whole year. That year, the next year, I think the lecturers were on strike for 1 year. So guess what I was doing? I prayed for this, my list, for 1 year. And then the next, I think 92, we went where? Was it Kaptarakwa? 94? Anyway. Anyway, I went for the next mission. So what I'm saying is, when you go for a mission, be in prayer, be open. God will give you a word. You may not have preached to many people, but God will inspire you. And whatever He has inspired you to share, just share it. And it is His business to touch hearts. It is His business to save. It is His business to heal. The other thing I remember from that first mission, one of the days when we were doing house to house, I was with Brother, I think Paul Kibet, and some sister. We went to some house. The way it's built, the store is raised, and the hut is round. So we found a grandmother. She must have been 120 or thereabout. So we asked her, have you ever heard about Jesus? She said no. So we tried explaining and say, at the end of the day, when she understood who Jesus was, she got born again and said, since I'm about to exit the world, I would rather meet him now so that I go and spend my life with him. So that Gogo got born again. The other incident I remember, the same mission, it was on Christmas Day. So we were going house to house and different places. So we went down a valley. There were these big trees. I don't remember whether they were Mwerbaini or which ones. Very huge trees. So when we were approaching with the brother we were partnered with, Wazelle shouted, Musikaribie, usikaribie hapa. You're not allowed to come here, now me. Let the guy come. Then the brother shouted and said, we are coming to preach. We are coming to preach Christ so that you can be changed. One mzee ran out and said, if there is anything that can get me out of this routine, I would gladly hear. So the rest said, okay, we can allow them, let them come. And they had those, in Kalenjin we call them rogorondi, and there was a nyungu, and they were enjoying themselves on Christmas Day. So the brother preached, I was not allowed, I just watched. The mzee got born again. He was staggering and got sober instantly. He walked straight and said, I'm free. Now I won't be able to come back here. I'm free. So those are the stories I would say from that one mission. It was my first time. And I'd never preached to many people before. So I would say that as you prepare to go for the mission, for those of you who are going for the first time, just open your heart. Let Christ give you a word. Be in prayer. Be in tune with the Spirit. And as you go, you'll be stirred up to preach what is in your heart. And sometimes you download it. Praise God. God bless you so much.